Hello everyone. Welcome to my presentation on forecasting Amazon's net sales data on time series. I am Abhishek. I will be explaining a case study conducted by researchers on Amazon sales trend using the time series technique. Let's begin. So this slide outlines the research overview. The study conducted by Shin Wong uses the ARIMA model to analyze the Amazon's quarterly net sales from 2007 to 2019. They focused on data transformation, model selection, and diagnostic check, ultimately forecasting sales for 2020 to 2021. The aim was to provide the insights for inventory management and strategic planning. Let's see how they achieve this. So, why sales forecasting matters? So, why did the researchers emphasize sales forecasting? So, they noted it is a critical process for estimating future revenue and anticipating demand, helping businesses like Amazon make informed decisions. For Amazon, it optimizes inventory, production, and staffing. So, previous slide they mentioned used neural networks and ETS models to predict the peak stop shopping periods, setting the context for this ARIMA analysis. So the methodology overview. Let's look at the methodology they followed. First, they collected the quarterly net sales from 2007 to 2019, excluding the COVID-19 anomalies for accuracy. Secondly, they just transformed it. Then they applied the ARIMA model building. Then the model selection is made, choosing the best model based on the AAC and the residual analysis. Then the final model equation, presenting the final ARIMA model equation. Then the forecasting results with the seasonal peaks. Concludes then summarizing the effectiveness and the limitation of the model. So this is how the model methodology that is made. Secondly, they applied the ARIMA model with the parameters like P, D, Q for the time series analysis. And lastly, they transformed the data, used differencing and transform diagnostic checks to validate the model. Data transformation process. So the data transformation process was a key to their analysis. They used a systematic approach to stabilize variance and achieve stationarity. A log transformation was applied to reduce heteroscedasticity in the Amazon sales data, followed by differencing to remove trends. They relied on ACF and PACF plots to determine the PDQ parameters with statistical tests confirming a solid foundation. Then ARIMA model building. For building an ARIMA model, the researchers started with a time plot to identify trends and anomalies. So they applied a log transformation to stabilize variance, then differencing to achieve stationarity, bringing the mean close to zero. ACF and PACF plots helped them select initial PDQ values, laying the groundwork for model development and validation. So in model selection, they tested four ARIMA models. One is 310, 311, 313, and 314. They chose ARIMA 314 based on the lowest AIC value, that is minus 3.2175. So for validation, they conducted residual analysis, confirming no significant autocorrelation, which ensured the model's reliability. This rigorous process underpinned their forecasting. So here is the final model, final ARIMA 314 model they developed. This is the equation. The AR coefficient showed reversal effects from the past sales, while the MA terms indicated momentum. They noted the MA4 term was insignificant, limiting its explanatory power beyond lag 4. Then the forecasting results revealed the predicted sales for 2020 to 2021 with a sustained growth and a Q4 peaks, that is 88.26 billion USD in 2020 Q4 and 88.02 billion in 2021 Q4. The researcher attributed these spikes to seasonal patterns like Black Friday and Cyber Monday, aligning with the historical growth trends they observed. So the researcher found the ARIMA 314 model effectively forecasted Amazon's quarterly net sales, capturing the trends and seasonality. It offered insights for demand planning and resource allocation. However, they acknowledge its reliance on historical data, suggesting the future models excluding like include the external factors like economic shift to enhance the accuracy. That's it. Thank you.